Hello, CS family. Welcome back to my channel, Chantel Stuff. It's your girl, Chantel here, your hostess with the mostest, back with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a video. Remember to hop into the comments, let a sister know what's on your mind, and share this video with anyone and everyone. I hope everybody is having an awesome, phenomenal day. Wanted to hop on here and just talk to you a little bit about know what you are signing, all right? So when you're going into a legal and binding agreement, know what you are signing for, right? Because you are committing yourself, obligating yourself to that loan agreement. If you do not know what you're signing, you're still going to be obligated to pay it back, or you're still going to be obligated to do whatever those terms and conditions are in that agreement, legal and binding agreement that you signed. I have found so many times in different conversations that I've had, with members and clients and different things that I've seen, on television, and just conversations I've had out in, the community, where people are upset because certain things are happening to them and with a financial institution, with that loan agreement, when they have issues, right? When they have problems making those payments, they'll just lose it sometimes when they get things like late fees. Now, all of this stuff is disclosed to you at the closing. They're going to explain to you exactly what's going on with, your loan agreement and all of that, but nobody expects you to commit that to memory. But you take those disclosures home, or you have them electronically in your email or in your online banking or wherever you have them. You have the information and you have the option to read it or not. I strongly recommend that you do read those things. Yes, sometimes it puts you to sleep. Definitely does. But you need to get in there and understand and know the terms and conditions of your loan, what you're signing. Because because you didn't read it does not mean that you're not going to be held accountable, for it. So sometimes I would have people, my payment, it was late, and I have, or maybe they don't even say late first. They just say, I got this extra, money on my payment. What is going on? Well, your payment was late, so now you have a late fee. So your payment is increased by that late fee. So get in there, know what you're signing, know that you're going to have, what your late fee is, know what your grace period is, know when you're going to get it, right? A lot of times it's just simply that maybe sometimes they did know that they would get a late fee, but they didn't know what the grace period was because they didn't remember. Well, hop into those disclosures, read them, and find out and know what your grace period is, so you'll know after X day, I'm going to get that fee. I've had, situations where people have signed and said, okay, so my payment should be this because this is what I remember it being when I was in the office, but now that I'm making the payment, it's something else. Well, this time, it's all on time. There's no late fee. I don't know what's going on. What's going on with my loan? What is this amount? What is going on? Well, a lot of times they have gotten different types of insurance or different types of debt protection added to their loans, and they forgot about that and they didn't remember all of that, but they didn't read those disclosures to remember that they were going to have that additional cost on that monthly payment to pay for that protection that they purchased, right? So I strongly recommend you get into your disclosures and read all of that stuff before you sign. Know it before you sign it, but definitely get into it after you sign. Before you even get into any type of issues, before you even run into anything, get into that information and know for a fact what you're signing. You have the option to read those disclosures even before you sign when you're at that signing table, right? I have a lot of people who will skim over it. If it's not something that you signed before, I strongly recommend that you don't do that. Read it, because you're saying when you sign it, the statements even tell you that you're saying that you agree to all of these terms and conditions once you sign, right? So that means whatever is in there, you're saying, yes, I agree. So a lot of times, we'll have people who forget that they've opted into the insurance, or they decided that they did want it and they didn't remember. Well, it's going to be another $25 or $28, $35, $60, whatever, however much they purchased, added to that initial payment that you discussed, right? Every month. So you need to make sure that you're knowing, exactly what's being added to that loan. Sometimes I've had people, not even the monthly, they agreed to the monthly payment. They thought, okay, so that's good, but they may look into the history of on their statement of the loan and everything and think, man, what is this extra like $400? I don't even know what that is. Well, yeah, but you signed it, right? So we have the signed documents that you signed, and you did purchase like a different policy or maybe a little mini warranty or something like that, but you didn't remember, right? Because you didn't read the documents. Make sure you're reading those. These are all small and minor, right? But you can have some larger things going on too. If you're not reading your documents, and let's say you're signing your name on a house, right, on land and all of that, and you think that you're getting one thing, and you end up getting something different when it's all said and done because you didn't read all of your information. You need to know exactly what you're signing, right? You need to know for sure. So I say this, when you're at that signing table, yes, it's going to take a little bit more time. Yes, you might even feel like you're getting on somebody else's nerves, but who in the freak cares, because it's your right? So go ahead and sit there and take the time you need to read through things and ask questions. Ask all the questions you need. Make sure you understand what's going on and what you're putting your name to, because if you default and you don't pay, financial institutions are going to get their money, right? When we're talking big money, they're going to get their money. You will be prosecuted and your wages will be garnished. Nobody wants somebody else dipping into their money, taking their funds, but if somebody lets you borrow money, gives you their money to go purchase products or, or items or homes or cars, whatever, and you don't pay, they want their money back, right? It only makes sense. You lend somebody your money and they're supposed to give it back to you plus interest. You want your money, right? They got what they wanted and they walked away with what they wanted, the car, the house, or whatever. You want your money. So whichever way you're going to have to get it back, you got to get it back. So just remember that. So I would just strongly recommend just always be very vigilant with that and make sure that you're always reading all of your information and always stay in close, communication with the financial institutions that you're dealing with. If you're having issues and if you can't make those payments and all of that, well, something's going to happen, right? Something's going to go down. Don't ignore them. Don't run from your, creditors. Run to them. Call them, because you just never know what they may have to offer you to help you in those situations, to keep you from losing your home, your car, your boat, your motorcycle, whatever, or even just, your funds, because, you can even lose, money that you have in that financial institution, right? Because if you're not paying, they'll just, you get so far, they're going to take it out of your account and pay it for you, right? They're going to take it from you and pay it for you. So just to keep yourself out of those situations, make sure you stay in close communication with them and just, let them know what's going on. But when I say, I strongly recommend that you know what the heck you sign before you sign it. Know it, because when you get before a judge, he's not going to say, okay, just because you didn't read it, that's your fault. That's on you. That's what he's going to tell you. So you're still going to pay the piper, right? So just to keep all of that from happening to you, just to keep you from having a horrible situation, because you're already going to be experiencing something straight crazy if you're in that position where you ended up defaulting anyway, right? Your life is already turned upside down and inside out already. So let's not add to it, right? Just know what you're signing, know what you're signing, and know what you're getting. So that is my little advice on today. Hopefully this video helped somebody out. Hopefully this video made somebody feel better and lifted somebody up. You all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you all on the next video. Deuces.